To the science class. In this topic, we are going to learn about the atmosphere. Remember that the Earth, the planet where we live, has different layers, right? The first layer is the atmosphere, the layer of air surrounding the Earth. Then we have the hydrosphere, the layer of water surrounding the Earth. And the geosphere is the layer of rock, the layer of land. Okay? And in this topic, we are going to learn about the atmosphere. We are going to learn about the atmosphere. What is the atmosphere? Look at the sky. Look at the sky. And what do you see? That's the atmosphere. You can see the clouds. I can see the sun. I can see the sky. I can see the sky is blue. This is the atmosphere. The atmosphere is the layer of air surrounding the Earth. The atmosphere contains different gases. Yes? The oxygen we need to breathe. The oxygen, the nitrogen, the carbon dioxide, and the water vapor. These are the gases that contain atmosphere. And the atmosphere is very important. Very important. Why do you think the atmosphere is very important? Because it makes it possible for living things to live, to breathe. We can breathe thanks of the oxygen of the atmosphere, the air. The plants need oxygen, the animals need oxygen, the people, we need oxygen to breathe. That is why it's very important. The atmosphere, this layer, it's also very important because it protects the earth. From what? From what do you think the atmosphere protects the earth?
From meteors and things.
From the objects from outer space, the meteorites, right? And also from the sun, the dangerous radiations from the sun. You know the UV rays? It protects, the atmosphere protects the earth from the sun's dangerous radiations and from objects from outer space, like meteorites. And also the atmosphere maintains temperature, so it keeps the temperature. Because if the atmosphere doesn't exist, the sun is very hot. Okay, it will be very hot in the earth. Okay, what else? What do we know about the atmosphere? The atmosphere has different layers. Imagine this is the earth. Imagine this is the earth. Guys, this is the atmosphere. The atmosphere has different layers. Actually, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. 5 layers. The first layer is the troposphere. The first layer is the troposphere. It's a very important layer. It's a very important layer. Look, this is the troposphere, the first layer in the atmosphere. It contains most oxygen to breathe and most water vapor. What else happens in the troposphere? Look, the weather. We can see if it is cloudy, if it is sunny, if it is raining. You can look at the sky and you can see the sun. You can see if it is raining. You can see if it is cloudy. The weather happens in the troposphere, in the first layer of the atmosphere. And also, when you look at the sky, you can see the airplanes flying in the sky. It also happens in the troposphere. The second layer is the stratosphere. The stratosphere is the second layer of the atmosphere. Stratosphere. It's also very important because it contains the ozone layer. Ozone layer. What is the ozone layer? Leo. Good job. The ozone layer is a layer that protects the Earth, from the dangerous sun's radiations. Okay? And what happened with the ozone layer? It's getting broken, right? Why?
It's getting broken with all kinds of things bumped into the
It's because of the pollution. Okay? The ozone layer is getting broken because of the pollution from cars, from gases. Okay? So that's why we have to take care of the ozone layer. Next layer is the thermosphere. Sorry, the mesosphere. The mesosphere is the third layer of the atmosphere. What happened in this layer? Meteors and space rocks burn in this layer before hitting the Earth. Meteors and space rocks burn in this layer before hitting the Earth. So it also protects the Earth. Then we have the thermosphere. I also like this layer because it's where natural light display. You know about aurora borealis? The natural light in the sky that we can see in the North Pole. In the North Pole, that happens in this layer. And also the International Space Station orbits this layer. And finally, we have the exosphere. The exosphere is the last layer of the atmosphere, and it protects the Earth from outer space, from objects found in outer space, like meteorites, and many artificial satellites orbit the Earth. Now, guys, I've prepared an activity for you to work. Here I have the different layers of the atmosphere. And here, the different definitions of the layers. Okay? So this is the material I created for you. So what you have to do, first, with the layers, you have to put them in order. The first one is the troposphere. So we put it down there. Then is the stratosphere. Then mesosphere. The fourth layer is the thermosphere. And finally we have the exosphere. Okay. Now we have in order, you have to match the definitions to the different layers. For example, I'm going to read. This layer separates planet Earth from outer space. It protects us from objects found in space, like meteorites. Many artificial satellites orbit the Earth. Which layer is this, Manuel? Exosphere, the last layer, the exosphere. And we put it next to the exosphere, next to it, okay? Meteors and space rocks burn here before they can reach and damage the Earth's surface. Bruno,
Mesosphere.
mesosphere, good job. This layer contains the ozone layer that protects the Earth from dangerous radiations from the sun. Atenea. Troposphere? No. Mario? No.
Exosphere.
No.
Biosphere.
The second layer, Naroa. Stratosphere. The stratosphere. This layer contains the most oxygen and water vapor. It makes it possible for living things to breathe. The weather happens here. Airplanes flying in this layer. Mario?
Atmosphere.
Leo?
Troposphere.
Troposphere, the first one, the first layer. And finally, this is where natural light displays, called aurora borealis, the thermosphere. Guys, so once you finish the activity, you have this to check if your answers are correct, okay? This is the solution of the activity. So I'm gonna place this activity for you to play in the classroom when you finish your activities. So thank you for your attention. I hope you liked it. Questions?
In the exosphere of the comets.
In the exosphere are the comments?